So Karl and I went to the Hollywood Bowl to see Unknown Mortal Orchestra and Khruangbin. And we've talked about Khruangbin before. We saw them at the Madonna Inn up in San Luis Obispo. It's one of our favorite bands to see live. They're really cool. This is my first time seeing Unknown Mortal Orchestra. But you said you'd never been to the Bowl before?
No. It was fucking sick. At the end of the show, kind of like hung around for a little bit because it was just like, you know, a slow crawl to get out. And I walked all the way down to the very front of the stage. And it's like so insanely huge when you're actually like down there. And like that, there's like a ring of like lights and I think, just lights that like hangs out over the stage a little bit further, which you couldn't really see from like how far up we were. It was just fucking super cool. And then I actually bumped into the keyboard player from UMO.
Whoa.
And I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. And then I was like, great show, dude. And he's like, oh, dude, thanks, man. Thanks for coming. So I was like, that was kind of sick.
I really wish UMO played for longer.
I couldn't believe when they finished how quick it was. 40 minutes and then they were out.
And they started, it said show at 7. They literally started at 7:00.
Yeah, like, it was crazy. I remember we were like, Darcy and I were like, should we like walk around and like look around a little bit? Because I hadn't been there and I was just like, I was really excited to like see the bowl.
No, they've started on the dot.
And I was literally like, I heard them start to play and I was like, oh, well, UMO's on, so let's fucking go.
I wanted to see them so bad, and they did not disappoint. The only thing is we were really far back at the bowl. So I would love to see them again in a smaller, more intimate venue where also that they are the headliner. Yeah. I could have watched them for another half hour easily.
UMO at like the Palladium would go fucking crazy. Yeah. You should go see a show at the Palladium. I don't know who's touring there, but
you know what I like about the bowl?
Yes.
The Hollywood Bowl. BYOB.
That's sick.
And BYO whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers bringing in pizza.
Yeah, no, you can bring whatever the fuck you want in there.
That's great.
It's crazy.
Brought like a bottle of wine and fucking cheese board.
They don't even like check what you're bringing. You could walk in
if
there.
If you're a terrorist, it's got to be the best place to see music.
You could walk into the Hollywood Bowl with a fucking open Four Loko. You could walk in there halfway through a sidewalk slammer and they wouldn't stop you.
I did. I walked in with a half full bottle of wine.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yes. But there's like picnic areas inside.
So, TSA, I think we should update the rules and regulations a little bit.
Yeah, but they were still making you walk through metal detectors.
Yeah.
But I didn't take my keys out of my pocket. And I didn't get stopped, but certain people were getting stopped. So they weren't fake metal detectors. And someone said like, "Oh, it's not just detecting metal; it's detecting like bomb metal or some shit." I don't fucking know.
Gun stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the fuck kind of metal detectors they have, but apparently it's much smoother than what we got going on with the fucking 2008 metal detectors at TSA. So. Let's learn a couple things there.
Yeah, I mean, I've walked through
LAX.
metal detectors. Like, my watch doesn't always set off metal detectors. Like, when I had jury duty recently, my watch didn't set it off. Like coins. Sometimes I'll have, like, a quarter in my pocket or something like that. That doesn't set it off. Like, I don't know.
I don't know either.
It depends what metals are used, I suppose.
But does sometimes
maybe bomb makers should switch to
plastic,
nickel.
True.
You know, just melt down a bunch of nickels and make your bombs out of that.
Why are we helping you? All right.
Anyway, I apologize for saying that. YouTube, don't be upset with me. I don't mean
sarcasm. Okay, and then also last thing, we definitely can't do this.
That show was great, by the way. I like
what Khruangbin?
Khruangbin's like never disappoints, and I love how they do their set. Like, oh my god, I forgot how much I loved this moment when we saw them back in March. But when they're like interludes that they do to like break up the set. where they have that one where the one spotlight is like behaving
Yeah.
like a lighthouse is so cool to me. I don't know why I love that so much. And then they like take a break, and then their encore is not really an encore. It's just half their fucking set.
They break it up. They do they do the new album, and then the second half of the show, they do like the hits.
Yeah. It's fucking
The
so
one thing
good.
they didn't do this time that we've seen them do before is they usually do this big medley of like hip hop and EDM covers, which is really cool.
It's so cool. I think that might be either festival only or they just have too much music and they don't want to do it anymore.
Damn, it was so cool.
It
when we
was
saw them do
so
that.
sick though. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely go see them. Definitely go see them. But UMO, come on. UMO needs a headlining motherfucking tour. Headlining motherfucking tour.